Thank you very much. Our next guest won his second consecutive U.S. Open Grand Slam title yesterday. Please welcome your 2005 tennis champion, Roger Federer, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the program.
Thank you.
Congratulations. You've had an amazing career. You're 24 years old, is that what you are?
That's right.
And I guess tennis, we know that you have to start very early. How old were you when you started?
Oh, as soon as I could hold a racket. So 2, 3 years old.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Did your folks both play tennis?
A little bit. On the weekends, you know, they would go and grill, you know, some sausages, right. And I would go run around the soccer fields and go play some tennis against the walls. Yeah.
And you're from Switzerland, is that correct?
That's right.
And why wasn't soccer your game of choice rather than tennis when you were a young boy?
Well, I did everything. I did table tennis, squash as well. I liked racket sports very much, but also especially ball sports. I was always very coordinated, and but at 12 years old, I sort of had to take a choice, you know, tennis or soccer.
And did it get to a point ever where you were driving your folks crazy with the constant tennis and knocking tennis balls against the house or whatever you were doing?
Yeah, that happened too.
Yeah.
Against the garage door of my grandmother, against the cupboards of my parents, and yeah, my sister and my parents, they were sometimes a little angry, but they understood, I think.
Yeah, they probably get it now, don't they?
Yeah, they do get it now.
Just a tremendous career, and people are, of course, now are falling all over themselves to say that likely you could become the greatest player of all time. Now that must. That must, that would make me nervous if people were saying that about me. Why do they say that about you, and what have you demonstrated? I mean, you've won 6 Grand Slam titles. That's an amazing accomplishment now. Pete Sampras won, was it 14?
14, yeah.
So you still have a really good chance at surpassing that. But wow. What about this notion of being the greatest of all time? What does that do to you?
Well, you know, I was always considered one of the big talents. I was, for instance, here in '98. I was in the finals of the juniors, so I was #1 junior in the world as well back then. And they always said I can have a great future. And but never to this point, you know, I thought that I could dominate the sport. And now over the last 2 or 3 years, I've been really been in the driver's seat. You know, winning, I think 6 out of 10 Grand Slams, and it's been very dominant. And all of a sudden, they start talking about, you know, can he be the greatest ever? Yeah. We're still far away from it, and my career is only halfway. So
well, you know, John McEnroe was here a couple of weeks ago before the tournament started, and he alluded to that. And if you're getting that kind of praise from the likes of John McEnroe, then there must be something going on here.
Yeah, John.
Yeah. Did you ever? You had some behavior problems with your game early on, didn't you?
Yeah, we were quite similar, and now suddenly we're so different. It's strange how it goes.
What would you do when you were playing a match? That you would lose your temper?
Yeah, I was very bad. I wish you could have some footage of it, because I was pretty good by throwing rackets, commentating every point, and I don't know, I couldn't help myself than just scream.
It was anger directed within, is that correct?
Yeah, to myself, never towards fans or umpires and stuff. But, you know, there was this one time when I played Marat Safin, who also won here a few years ago, and he's about my age, and he's also had a great career so far. And he's known also for his temper on the court, breaking rackets and stuff. And we played this one time in Rome, and we both just throwing the rackets, you know, and doing all this crazy stuff. And after the match was over, you know, I got back in the locker room and they showed some highlights of the match, and I was just basically doing like who's throwing the racket better, you know. And I was like, this is not why we're on the court. I mean, it was like 7-6 in the third, so very close match, and then I won. But I mean, I said from this moment on, I think I should better change. So
when you actually got to look at your behavior, that was a changing point in you?
Yeah, because for me it was embarrassing sometimes, you know, on center court to throw rackets, and, you know, sometimes you get booed if you do that stuff. They don't like to see it, even though some fans, they wish to see it more often. I can, but, you know, I'll have to pay. But I have to pay a lot of fines, and I'm not really in the mood to do that.
No, so. I think you made the right choice. Yeah. We'll be right back here with Roger Federer, everybody. like playing against Andre Agassi? Because I think that he was a sentimental favorite in the finals, certainly. Did you sense that?
A little bit, yeah. I mean, I expected the crowd to be behind him, but maybe not that much, you know. No, but the way he made it to the finals, you know, by playing all those great matches, you know, beating James Blake in the 7-6 in the 5th, and, you know, at his age, it's incredible accomplishment. So that was, for me, one of the most memorable matches I've ever played in my career, because he's still, basically in men's tennis, the only living legend we still have left playing. So. And
do you see yourself playing, I guess he's 10 years older than you, more or less?
Yeah.
Would you like to be playing 10 years from now?
It's causing us a problem, you know. We have to play so much longer. We all thought we could retire at 31, 32. Now it's 35, 36, still going, you know. And yeah, well, we'll see. You know?
What do you do? What do you do now? It seems like tennis is one of those sports where there is no real off season, is there?
Yeah.
You're just playing 12 months a year. What do you do now?
Yeah, the season is from January till November. We have 1 month, December, off basically, where we can have 2.5 weeks vacation plus another 2 weeks preparation. That's anyway my sort of schedule. But from this I go back to Switzerland, got some tournaments coming there, going to Asia, come back to play the indoor season, and then we got the World Championships at the end of the year, back in Shanghai in China.
Oh my God.
And I'm defending champion there again, so I hope I can do it again.
When you're in Switzerland, do you find that people are talking about me?
Yeah.
Have you heard anything? Do they mention? I mean,
well, we don't have CBS in Switzerland, but so I doubt.
So my name really doesn't come up in Switzerland.
No, they know you. Don't worry about it. Yeah.
Could you mention me when you're back there?
Yeah, no problem. Sports shows or other shows?
Where you're just at dinner.
Dinner. Okay. No.
This, by the way, is one of the loveliest trophies in all of sport. Look at that. Your U.S. Open winner, 2005, and your name goes right beneath your name from last year. So you
not there yet.
We won Wimbledon 3 times consecutively,
right, yes.
U.S. Open consecutively twice, and the Australian Open?
Yeah, last year.
Yeah, congratulations. Have a tremendous career. Thank you very much for being here. Roger Federer, ladies and gentlemen, 2005 U.S. Open champion.